Hey, my eyes are up here. What's going on, gamers? It's back with another epic video. Boom. That was my Halloween costume that I made. So lots of stuff to talk about. Drums. I got some drums. It's pretty cool. Got a whole speaker setup. It's pretty cool. Got my room more set up. It's pretty cool. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna be talking about the month of October. It's currently November 3rd. So let's look over just from my pictures, what happened in October. Uh, okay, let's see. October. Um, October's cool. Went on a few hikes, saw some really cool places. I went on this 10-mile hike with Jaden. It was really awesome. It was in the mountains. We just kept walking and walking. You could have walked so far. It was snowing up there. There was snow, so we made a snowman. It was pretty funny. Uh, yeah, pretty funny. It's freaking October 7th. Um, what else happened? Oh, saw Res Rocks. We'll talk about that later. That was fucking cool. Um, just kind of hung out a bunch. I saw Bunt. That was awesome. So good. He's so fucking good. Like, music was amazing. We'll talk about that as well. I've been playing a lot more guitar. Spending money. I'm working. Working at a gym. That's been cool. I can do my homework there, study, lift, stretch, whatever. It's pretty chill. And then now I'm starting working at a hospital on Wednesday, which is super cool. Like, it's like, whoa, I'm working at a hospital. Like, what the fuck? As a nurse extern in the float pool, so I'll be all over. Um, we'll also talk about that later. Um, and what else is also new? So the show Res was cool. I went cooking, playing the drums. Just got the drum set. Pretty cool. I enjoy it. Like I said, guitar. I also got this fucking beauty. I'm playing her a lot. Um, gonna play her later after I study. Yeah, so start a job. Um, just been hanging out with Peter and Bree. I had a Halloween party, and that's kind of the overview of the month. So let's start at the beginning. So one of the main things that kind of happened this month, just stuff that's been going on, is just girls, girls, girls. And it just plays with my brain. And my brain just, I don't know. This is hard, like at first, like I felt like I want to put in a lot of effort to chase girls and whatnot, go out, and that's the only goal is chase girls. But I don't like that being the only goal. I like to have fun when I go out. I like to do things for me. I just don't really like going to a club because it's music that I'm not the biggest fan of. And like if I'm going with Jaden, then it's only to get girls. Um, so yeah, we had just gone out to a show. So we went to Bunt. Let me make sure this is right. So we went to Bunt. Uh, it was awesome. I liked the music so much. It was such a pleasant surprise. So good. Sold my ticket to the main show he was doing before that for like $100. Got it for 30. Went to the show for free. Um, so that was super awesome. So we go there, um, and we listened to music. It was great. I had such a good time. But then we started like, hanging out with these girls, and we started, we make like a dance circle, and there were these two guys, two girls, and then Jay and I, and then make a dance circle, yo, 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 and then like, you know, it would be tight, and I'd try to like squeeze my way in, but it wasn't happening. And if it was the other way around, like I was in the dance circle and I saw a homie on the outside, I'd be like, yo, get in here, but G Dizzle was not really doing that, and I think that kind of made me the most sad that night. Also, just found the attention of two girls, and I didn't end up working out, and I just was bummed, and I shouldn't have gotten bummed because I was just there for the music, and the music was just awesome. I don't know, but then I saw one of the girls just being so into Jaden, and it's just, I don't know, a bummer, and I compare myself to him a lot, even though I shouldn't, because we're completely different individuals. Um, Yeah, but I just do that a lot. And then I just have mixed feelings about just other things. Just, like we're not as similar people. Like he's cool. I enjoy talking to him. But there's just like small things, especially when it comes to like going out. It's kind of just like, oh, let's go chase girls, and he just feels very performative at times, which is kind of frustrating. Um, anyways, thought about that stuff for a while, and I was just like, you know what? I don't care. They don't want me, that's good. You know what I mean? Like their loss. And I don't really need to spend energy chasing girls. I want to just do things for me and enjoy the things I'm doing because it's like it's my life. I don't need to waste energy on people that I don't know and don't care about. So I've been dealing with that a little better. So there's that. Uh, Still, once again, great show. It was funny. I was like, I wish I went by myself, but tis what it is. So what else? What else? What else? Where did I go here? Oh, I went to Res. That was awesome. I went with Peter and his friend Cyrus, and let's just say Peter and I tag teamed our girl Molly. Uh, Maybe too much of Molly, actually. Oh my gosh, it was intense. Like I took mushrooms and I took almost like 3 grams, and that didn't affect me one bit. And Peter said something really funny. He was like, "Is this oregano?" But we both took 2 points of Molly because his friend had given us 4 points total, but it's split into two and two. And Peter usually takes one, and I'd only taken one before. But it's like we're not gonna split it up, so whatever, down the hatch. Um, and I wasn't feeling anything. I was a little bummed because I was like, oh, I haven't done mushrooms in a while. Like, I want to trip, and I took a lot, so I was expecting to feel it. Um, and like took all my drugs and didn't feel anything for like 3 or 4 hours, maybe 3 hours, not four. But I was just kind of bummed. But then I was like, whatever, Res is coming on soon. I don't want to get it down, like get drugs get me down just because they're not working. Like, I don't need drugs. It was just something that would have been fun to do. So Res came on and it was just awesome. It was so cool. She was awesome. And then Peter goes, I'm feeling the Molly now. And I was like, oh, damn. I still don't really feel it. I don't feel anything. I was just kind of bummed again. But I was like, whatever. Like, that's good for him. And then I was like, oh, I can keep standing. I don't want to sit down. My feet don't hurt anymore. My feet don't hurt. Because that's the one thing, when you're standing around. Because we were there a long time. We were there from like 5 to almost midnight. So we were there for standing for a long time. So I was like, oh, my feet don't hurt. I don't want to sit down. I have a lot of energy. like an hour of shoot through the show, and it was funny because it both kind of hit us around the same time, which is so weird because I also took mine so much longer before Peter. So we were kind of on the same wavelength there. Um, yeah, so I was just like, whoa, this is crazy, so much energy, like this is awesome. And then, Peter just looked at me and just told me how much, he appreciated just hanging out, like he said he's been having a good time at the shows and doing dinner and all that stuff. And I just felt very appreciated. And it made me very happy. And I reciprocated that, because I've been having a great, awesome time hanging out with him. I definitely have a big friendship crush on him. So it was just super cool. Um, that reciprocity was cool. It's like he likes hanging out with me just as much as I like hanging out with him, which is cool. Um, yeah, so that was just really cool and made me happy. Yeah, and then Rez was just fantastic. Fantastic, I never say that word. Rez was great. She was so fucking cool, and her visuals were fucking awesome. It's like, whoa. Anyways, the show ends. Oh my goodness gracious. Like, I was like, wow, I'm feeling intense because I don't know if it just didn't peak yet or I couldn't feel it. I don't know. I just think it didn't peak because as soon as the show ended, I was like, whoa, like this feels good. Like everything feels good. Walking feels good. And we started walking because we had to walk to a parking lot because we took a party bus. I was like, whoa, this feels really good. Like, and it's like a whoa, whoa, like this feels good. Um, and like walking down a ramp felt good because we had to walk downhill. That just felt so good on my legs, stretching them out. And then we got to the party bus, and I'm just in the bus, and it's vibrating, and I'm melting, absolutely melting into the couch. Um, yeah, and it felt fucking amazing. And then we get back to Peter's place, and I'm like wired. I'm like, ugh, still feels really good. So then it was just Peter and I. So I was like, you are not allowed to go to bed. No way, Jose. Like, I am on this shit for the next hours. Like, you are not going to sleep. He's like, I could go to sleep, but okay, I'll stay up. So we stayed up pretty late, actually. We stayed up to like almost 3:30. Um, we took a shower, and then, um, so we just hung out on the couch, which was really cool. Um, we talked for well, I was mainly asking like random questions and shit, but we talked for a very long time. Um, and we just stayed up and cuddled all night. It was cool. It was cool. We didn't do anything. We just cuddled, and it was nice. Because I feel like with girls, it can get into like at least if you're not, even if you are dating, but it's like okay, like we're gonna have sex or like you know what I mean, like if we're gonna do something, we all up next to each other, with a girl, because that's just what you're thinking about. I don't know, it's just there, and it's fine, it's cool, that's just how it is. But it was just different and nice, just being able to like be physically with someone, and that's it, and just exist. Um, because I don't think I've experienced that before, you know, to that degree, or even experienced that, because it's just like I'm a very physical person, if I'm close with people, I like being touchy, I like them touching me. It just is nice, and I don't know, it's comforting. Um, so I've never had like maybe a few friends that have been touchy. Like there's one friend specifically, like Eric. Like whenever we'll hang out, he'll like, like grab my hand, kind of, and it's like almost romantic in a way, but it's not. But it's just like a different level than like I can explain, and it makes me feel comfortable and safe, and I don't know, it just makes me feel okay. And that's how Peter is, with his physical touch, and it makes me feel good. Um, so it's just nice, like cuddling someone almost. I don't know, it's just cuddling. It's just awesome, and it was just very nice, and it was very just comforting because it's not just like an arm around the shoulder. It's like a, you know, and like I don't get that. That's just not something you. I almost feel like typically, um, typically, because this is my experience. You don't get that from someone that's not like a partner. At least for that long too, because it could be like, oh, haha, I don't know, but yeah. So it was just very fulfilling and made my heart and soul happy. So we just hung out and cuddled for a couple hours, and it was really nice. We just got to talking about a bunch of stuff in life and experiences, and I just kind of opened up to him about a lot of stuff and like stuff I never told anyone too. Like one thing that well, I guess we're gonna fucking talk about it here because my gooning Instagram account that I have so much grief over, and how I have so much shame, how much I masturbate and all that stuff, and like my masturbation shame, and yeah, yeah. So I haven't really, like, I tell people I just do it and that's it. But it's not like I've divulged this info to anyone because I just have felt so much sexual shame as a result of Kimberly Stickers. And I feel like that's just had a really big impact on me for our whole relationship and the year after. It's been hard. But I talked about him and it was just funny because he just laughed, and it wasn't like a haha, you're fucking weird. It was just like a, like, that's it, like that's it, like you know what I mean, like that's silly, like just made me feel good, better about it. I don't know. I don't even just, I don't know. It just made me feel like it's not that big of a deal. It's just like whatever, bro. It is what it is. Um, so it was weird. I just feel some type of like emotional attachment to him, which is cool. And then it was interesting too because I had a dream a few nights before, and it was about becoming best friend, like seeing my childhood best friend, because I had like a memory where I saw his sister at like a pool or something, and she was with her friend, and then her friend was like, "Oh, who's that?" And she's like, "Oh, that's like my brother's best friend." Like that feeling that just went in my heart at that moment was just such a warm and awesome feeling because I never really had a best friend, and like, oh, he considers me his best friend. Like, he likes me a lot and I like him a lot. And it's just like this really warm and giddy feeling. It just makes me feel like like cheese and like, oh my god, like just warm and like love. It just feels like love. Um, and I had a dream that I saw him. And, we reunited. We're like, yo, it's been so long. Like, have you been? Because he was my best friend and, one of the only friends I actually had. And we would hang out and have sleepovers, do all that boy kid stuff, that I didn't have as much of. You know, I didn't get to see him that often because he lived like 10 minutes away. I don't know. But still, I just feel like I didn't always have that. And then after elementary school, I feel like I stopped seeing him. Uh, and then when I was hanging out with Peter, I was just like, let me compliment this man because, like, the thought I've had is like, if you have cool shit, you know it's cool, but you also want other people to think it's cool. But it's okay if they don't think it's cool, but it also feels awesome if someone else thinks it's cool. And then I was like thinking about Peter's place. And I'm like, dude, this motherfucker's place is sick as fuck. Like, like if I had a place, it would be like this. Like I'd want to have all this. I was like, bro has all this cool stuff. And I was like, wait, he probably thinks all this like he has this shit because he thinks it's cool as fuck. Like when I think about decorations and like stuff, I'm like, I want stuff that's cool as fuck, you know? And then I want other people to recognize and be like, damn, that dude has some cool as fuck stuff. So I was like, Peter, your house is so fucking cool. I just want to say, like, it's just so cool. Like all the stuff you have, your sound system, your setup, everything. It's just cool. It's like, thanks, man. And then it was funny, and then I don't know what else we said, but then I was just like, I don't know, something about our friendship. He was like, did we just become best friends? And then it just gave me that, like that same, because I was like, oh, sleepover. Like, I was like, oh, we're having a sleepover. Like, literally, that's what it was. Because that's like what it is. It's like we just had a sleepover. And it's, like we're so much older than, you know what I mean? Like, sleepovers, the last sleepover I had, in the sense of like, literally just me and one friend just having a sleepover to hang out, type of thing, you know what I mean? Where it's like, okay, we're gonna play video games, we're gonna have pizza rolls, we're gonna like stay up. Was when I was in elementary school, you know what I mean? Like type type shit. So it's just like, damn, two grown adults hanging out, having a sleepover. And then he just says, did we just become best friends? And just like funny voice. And I was like, oh, like I just don't know, like this this feeling, and it's just it's like I don't want him sexually, and it's like so weird because it's so close to like a romantic feeling of love almost. And it just fills my heart with like so much joy. It's so weird. It's like I don't know, like I just feel like I just feel that we're so similar in certain ways. Uh, like we're just on the same frequency. Like either right on it or very close. Um, and I don't like I've only had like a few people that are like this, that I just want to hang out with so much. And they just get me so much and that just I don't know, it's just similar frequencies. I just don't know how else to explain it. And just the whole situation that I explained just it's like, whoa. And I've been thinking about just childhood a lot more recently too, and the joys of childhood, the simple joy of just doing something cool or playing video games or anything like that, just like that childhood joy. And I've been mourning my childhood, like, wow, it's over. Childhood is over. And so just to have an experience that just reminds me of some of my fondest memories of childhood. And it's just joy, just existence, just like caring for another human being. And when you're that young, you don't even know what those feelings are. You just think that person is cool and you want to hang out with them. And it's just, I don't know, it's just one of the feelings that I can best describe what love feels like to me. It's just like a bubbly, warm feeling. It's just, it's diffuse. It starts from here and it just diffuses outward. And it's just so intense and it's just like, what am I feeling? I would never felt this way. This intensely, It's just an intense, intense feeling. Um, and I haven't felt this for a romantic partner yet, unfortunately. And I think when I feel this way, then I know it's the one. And I know I do want a female partner because, like I said, I'm not interested in Peter sexually. Uh, yeah, but I think this is just like a type of person that I would want to seek out in terms of like a relationship, you know? Someone that makes me feel like this. Uh, that matches my frequency. And I feel like I found a couple people in life so far that have, and especially someone like to this degree, you know? So I know that that's out there. And I just hope that I can find that in a partner one day. 'Cause that would be really cool. And it's just such a profound and intense feeling. And it's like I just want to be like around this person, you know? They make me feel good about myself. They make me feel great about myself. It's not even just them being like a yes man. You know what I mean? It's not that. It's not someone that's like, "Oh, you're so cool. You're so awesome. You're so smart. You're so everything." You know? 'Cause it's not. That's not what it is. Not even close. But yeah, they just make me feel so good. So it's just quite the interesting experience. Yeah. So, anyways, we just stayed up, talked, just asked him a bunch, you know, tried to learn more about this dude that I've been hanging out with a bunch. We watched some YouTube. He showed me some songs that were really cool. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know, it just makes my heart happy. I swear to God, if he and Bree ruin our fucking friendships, I will be mad. Because Peter and Bree are hooking up. Bree's my other close friend. So I'll be angry if they ruin things. 'Cause we have nice fun hangouts so often and it's so fun. Uh, I wanna be yeah. So that was that. Let's see. I also wrote down other stuff, I think. Notes, notes. Let's see. I think I wrote down stuff. Puppy talks at bus say prego first time. Oh, those. I was like, wow. Ah, roommate. Yeah, I talked about him. Mixed feelings. My thoughts of male companionship. It's kind of what it's feeling like. It was weird. Just being able to exist. Want a friend in a next. Yeah, I want a friend like that in next relationship. Gender neutrality. Yeah, that was another interesting topic that we broached on. Because I was watching. There's one of my favorite songs, like "You and Me," Flume remix, and it's just such a good song. And the music video is really interesting. Cause I think for me it depicts lots of gender neutrality. You know, 'cause like you and me, we're both people. I don't know, but yeah, it's just a cool music video. And I was just like, huh. And it's interesting because I was like, oh, I feel that I don't always fit into, you know, a super normal stereotype of like a man and my feelings and stuff like that. Like there are times where I feel and want to feel, you know, like manly and feel like, oh, you know, but then that's not all the time. And sometimes I do feel like, tee hee hee, I don't know, just, like, I don't know, I'm just a cutie, I'm just a boy, I don't know. I don't know. So it's like I definitely feel like I sit more in the middle in terms of expression because I like dressing more feminine and it's funny. Oh yeah, another thing, back to Peter, is he just said because I was asking about his hobby, like what's his favorite hobby, and he was like, I don't know, I don't really have one. And then he was just telling me how he kind of just does stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of like the same for me. I kind of just have hobbies that I do because I want people to think I'm cool, and it's not really been anything that I'm like super passionate about besides maybe like drawing. Um, yeah, because a lot of stuff just stems from like, ooh, yeah, people think I'm cool if I do that. Like guitar, fuck, I like impressing people, showing girls that I can play guitar. Like I fucking just did that. Um, so I do enjoy playing them, but it stems from stuff. But yeah, so that was funny. Uh, what was I referring to that about? Guitar hobbies, gender neutrality. That I just feel neutral. Like I'm a dude, but like I like playing both roles emotionally, like how I dress. Oh yes, dressing. Yeah, so I was saying like, cause I was dressing feminine, cause it's like, oh, some girls like a more like dangly earrings, whatever, all that stuff. When I'm dressing that way, and I'm like, I kind of like dressing this way, and obviously I'm not getting hella compliments every fucking day because of how I dress. So it's like, doesn't really make that much of a difference. You should just do things that make you happy because people may really, you know what I mean? It's like you attract what you, like who you are. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make girls rain down from the heavens on me. But then I'm like, I really actually like dressing this way and more put together and more funky and more definitely flamboyant, maybe feminine sometimes. Like I really like glitter on my face at shows. Um, Yeah, so it's just like a contrast thing. Like I like being more in tune with that because I feel like there's stuff to offer on both sides. I can't just be fit in a box. Anyways, girls are a box. That's a clear box that I see through that I'm still trapped in. So it's like other stuff. I like that analogy. I'm stuck in a box. The box is clear. I can see out, but I'm still in the box. Um, Okay, so other stuff that happened in the pumpkin patch, that was really fun. You know, enjoyed hanging out with Peter Bree, got some cool pictures. I had my Halloween party. This was really cool. That's another thing to talk about. Before that, I'm gonna talk about Sherry. Yeah, so Sherry is this woman, because she's a woman. It means exactly what it sounds like. She's a woman in my class. She's my friend. She's in my clinical group. She is 38 and has a family. This is not going anywhere bad. It's just funny. Don't worry, I didn't do anything bad. Uh, but so she has a family. She has a husband. She has two kids. But swear to God, this lady's into me. I swear to God. I swear to God. But I'm also like kind of into her. Like she's cool. She's really cool. I like her a lot. She's 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 cool. Um, but it's funny. I only like I've started noticing more things with her, and I'm like I'm not crazy. Like I'm not make like my brain isn't make like okay. I know I'm attractive and whatnot, but like I'm not saying I'm cocky. You know what I mean? I'm not like, oh yeah, all the girls fall over me. Every girl goes for me no matter what. You know, like that's not what I'm talking about. Like I am working on loving myself and acknowledging myself, and that is being like, yes, I find myself attractive. Yes, I am awesome. Yes, I'm cool. Okay. Uh, so I'm saying that, and things in my mind, I'm just like I'm not making this up, right? Right? Because I was always talking, like I would talk to her to some other people, like, oh, she's so cool, she's cute, whatever. And then we've hung out a few times and socially with other individuals. Um, like we went to a show, we hung out at the show for a little bit. We went on a hike. Anyways, so I just kind of noticed her just taking peeks at me, not like glances, like she'll just be staring at me. But I also look at her too. I don't know. Or she'll just be staring at me, and then I stare at her, and then I wave, or I go up and talk to her, or she just keeps looking at me, and I smile, and I'm just looking at her. But then I'm noticing more and more that she just looks at me a lot. So then I look at her, I don't know. And then we went on a hike, and then we are just talking about stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have sex with everyone in the program. As a joke. And she's like, haha. And I'll be like, Sherry, you're gonna have to help me. She's like, haha, yeah, everyone. Everyone except me, because I'm married. And I only have one partner. And I only want one partner. And I don't want to have sex with anyone else. And I was like, yes, Sherry, I was not referring to you. I know you are taken. And you have a husband and kids. Yes, like, don't worry. That was not where I was going. It was just funny because it just felt like it was just like funny and like duh like that type of cadence of speech like I'm married, I have a husband, I have kids, and that's I only need one person. It just was like I don't know. Anyways, so she still stares at me. Whatever. Went to the show. She's just looking at me, and I was like, "Hey, what's up?" Like just looking at me. And yeah. Anyways, so that's whatever. And then one day she's just staring at me. I'm just like, Sherry, why are you always staring at me? Like, you checking me out or what? Like, like what's going on? Like, why are you always staring at me? And she's like, oh, like you'd want a old 39-year-old married mother to be checking you out. Like, oh, like you want that. And I was just like looking at her. I was just staring at her. And she just kept saying stuff like that. Like, oh, like you'd want, oh, like, I just didn't say anything. I was just looking at her. And I just laughed. I was like, so it was funny because she's just like, oh, I don't know. It's like funny. I'm almost getting this vibe that she potentially thinks I'm interested in her, but then she's like, oh, there's no way he'd be interested in me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, that's not real. Like, let's justify every reason why he wouldn't be interested in me. Um, and then she's like, wait, keep saying things. You know what I mean? And then this other day, we're in class, and then my teacher said something. She's like, oh, dang it. And she was just so freaking adorable. She's so cute. Like, she's so freaking cute. And then I was like, oh, like, she's so cute. And then Cherry's like, really? I was like, yeah, she's really cute. And then my friend who's next to Cherry was like, yeah, she's really cute. And Cherry's just like, what? Like, she's cute? Wow, she, like, seems to be, like, my age. And I'm just like, she's like, wait, they think she's cute? And she kind of looks to be around my age? And it's like, yes, Cherry, we think she's cute. We don't care what age she is. Oh, it's just funny. She's funny. She's cool. Yeah, it's just funny. I stopped hooking up with my girl Ness. Sorry, not sorry. Just fizzled out. So let's chill. Yeah. Anyways, back to that. But it's just funny. Uh, it's funny because we were talking about taking mushrooms, camping, and I'm like, if that ever happens, I want her husband to be there because drugs can make things funny. So for people who have attraction, let's say that. I don't know. Same it still stands. If I'm do drugs with whoever I want to do. Um, but yeah, at least that thought was her husband. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want like anything to happen that your husband's not okay with, and like I do not want to be no homewrecker, bro. So your husband better be there, cause I'm single. I have nothing stopping me. Um, so yeah. I think she has a little crush on me. I have a little crush on her though. Anyways, have a Halloween party. It was fun. Invited a girlie from Clash. She's cute. Talked to her. Played guitar for her. I'm so cringe. Oh, it's so funny. She's like 24 though, so maybe she feels too old for me. I don't know. All the girls feel too old. Wow, discriminate. Yeah, that's funny. That's cool. Maybe I'll make Sherry nervous some more on Thursday and Friday. It's just funny. It's just funny. I don't know. I wish I could be this competent with like all the girls, but there's a lot of lame girls out there. Um, it's like when you know it's not on the market, it's not. You know what I mean? I don't know. They're just people are more. I almost feel like more. I don't know. Maybe it's just because Sherry's just fucking cool and it doesn't matter, and she'd be this way either way. I don't know, bruh. I don't know. But yeah, so Girly came. She's cool. Talked to her. Played guitar. And then I was thinking about her a lot. I'm just like, fuck, bro. It's just so like I'm in the fucking glass jar, looking out. It just it just becomes a big deal to me so quickly. So annoying. I wish I was more nonchalant about that type of stuff. You know, it's like, oh, so be it, so be it. But whatever. Anyways, yesterday went on a hike. It was like an 8 mile hike. Took some shrooms by myself, like a gram. It was awesome. Although how the usual trips go, solo trips, like 30%, like the first third, no, the first 3.99. I don't know, is that a fourth? No, a little bit more than a fourth, because fourth is 0.25. Because one third is 333, but it would be like 30%, 70%. So out of 100%, the first 30% of the trip was like, woe is me, my life sucks, I'm lonely, but not friendship wise, like emotionally, and I haven't been with a partner for so long. I'm used to that. And then it's just like other stuff, girls, like, that was the only thing really. And just people liking me and all that stuff. But then I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm out here on this awesome hike by myself, doing something cool that I love and I don't care and life is awesome. And it's just, I don't know, it's just so easy to feel sorry for yourself sometimes. So it's just good to get out of your own head and it's so easy to just be in my head here. So it's just nice to get out and get out of my head and get out of the house and go do something cool. And I ate lunch, saw a cool bird. It was a really fucking cool hike. And I'm like, I'm in fucking Colorado. Here are the fucking beautiful mountainscape. Like, my life is awesome. Nursing school. I have a cool life. Uh, I was like, you know what? If it works out, the girl works out. If not, it's not. It's so funny because I was like, oh, like I just want someone older and not with all this drama. And I'm like, oh, but like I'm an old soul, but still young. Like I'm like an old young soul. You know what I mean? Like I'll never not be like how I am now, like goofy and just high energy and just acting like a fucking ignoramus. Just like I don't know, you need to maintain that just joy, that spark. I don't want to be no yes, and this is my whiskey collection. Not that that's wrong, but just, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be like, yo, this is my fucking whiskey collection. Isn't this shit cool? You know what I mean? Like, this shit cool. Like, my tastes may evolve, but I still want to be fucking goofy about things. I don't want to be, like, have a stick up my ass. Maybe life will do that to me. Maybe it'll shove a stick up my ass, and I'll see this video and I'll be like, what happened? What happened to me? I've grown so old. It's like, bitch, shut your ass up. Um, Yeah, I don't think that will change. I just want to be goofy forever and just live my life and not change for anyone. Uh, so yeah, so it's like funny because That's one thing. But another thing, like my actual youngness still is like I fucking care so much about girls and it's girls, 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 girls. Like girls, 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 girls. You know, like girls, 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 girls. And I feel like it's always girls, 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 girls. But maybe as I get older, it won't be. I won't. Like one song that scratching my balls. One song that I really like is Backseat Lovers. It's this one Backseat Lovers song. Let me look up the lyrics. Fuck, I don't have my keyboard. But it's like, when I used to be scared of girls. That's like a line. I remember when I used to be like, uh, more afraid of girls than spiders. Yeah, I think that was something. I don't remember specifically. Here, let me look this shit up because this is a fire goated lyric. Uh, what the fuck? Ah, what's the song? Is it Kilby Girl? Is it Kilby Girl? Maple syrup? Fuck, I need to find this song. Sorry, gang. You're just gonna have to like, no, it's not this one. I think it's this album though. Oh yeah, I've been fucking with Backseat Lovers so much. They're so fucking good. No, it's not this one. Uh, no. Is this one? No, it's not this one. This one? My apologies. Just a boy? Maybe? Oh, maybe. I think it is. No. 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 Fuck. Which one is it? Intuition. Damn, I don't know. But yeah, it's just like someone being like remember like they remember when they were more scared of girls than spiders. Um, ah, and yeah, it's funny because it's like I'm still in that era where girls are can be more scarier than like can be scarier than spiders. It's not the right way it's used. Anyways, girls are still scary, bro. Like it's definitely getting easier, but it's not there. So maybe one day I'll be like, girl's a girl. She don't like me. 100% she don't like me. It's like I don't like trying to find people who fuck with me. You know what I mean? A player. Yeah. So, um, but then I'm also just like, fuck, bro. There's so much stupid ass drama. Girls my age, fuck on out of here. Like the older girls, anyways. um, yeah. What else? Yeah, Halloween party was good. Got a noise complaint. Girly girl, girl. One of my hike was awesome. Yeah, but that's been October. So I think that's everything. Peace. Long ass video. 50 minutes, bro. I'm gonna have a movie on my deathbed. Oh, I almost forgot. On the hike, I was just mourning my childhood because just seeing all the kids with their families. Uh, like I went on a rock and I saw this family sitting in the shade next to me. And it's just mom, dad, little kid, like little girl, little boy. And I'm like, wow, that was like me and my parents. And it just made me feel weird. And I thought about like how much my dad is slowing down, just getting hurt, all that stuff. And it just makes me sad because I just always remember him. My idea of him is like fast, fast, fast. Like he's a runner. He's fast. Just always going, full of energy. And it's just I don't like that seeing him slow down. Because with my mom, she slowed down a while ago. So at the time it was like why don't you have the energy? But then now as like an adult, it's like whoa, it's like I get her more than I get him. It's just new. It's just weird. I think also just being away long time is definitely. It's like I don't have family around. It's definitely better than last year, but I've just been thinking like, dang, like I'm lonely sometimes, because I don't have my family, don't have a special other. It's just lots of me time. It's okay, but it's just something I noticed. I miss my childhood, I guess. I'll miss my 20s too when I'm a fucking old ass motherfucker. So gotta enjoy it while it's nice. Okay, peace out.